Hi everyone, my name is Andrea Mitchell and I'm a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and I'm going to tell my story of my daughter who has cerebral palsy, who is now 13, and her journey with Plexus, the products that she has taken over the years, the dosage, and what we think it has helped with. Take this for whatever you want it. It does not cure anything. She still has brain damage. But we feel like it has helped in so many different ways, and I'm going to kind of walk you through that. So if that is of interest to you, feel free to take some notes. I'm going to try to be as detailed as possible so that you don't have a lot of questions afterwards. So our daughter, Ella, was born with meningitis, or she was born contracting meningitis within a few hours, and at a year old was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. So Ella's first month of life, she was on antibiotics in the NICU at the hospital. And then at a year, she went on a feeding tube. I'm trying to go through some of her story. And she had epileptic seizures for the first month of life, and then not again until around her second birthday. Second birthday. And she had them for about 5 years, and they progressively got worse. And we realized by the end that either constipation was causing urinary tract infections, or the urinary tract infection medicine was causing constipation. We're not sure, but we think that the UTIs were what were triggering, or the constipation were triggering the seizures. So we got the seizures under control with medicine, and could not get the constipation under control. The constipation was still causing UTIs, which every time she got one, we were just waiting for a seizure to happen. So in 2013, when I started the products, I loved the energy from Slim and Accelerator. And I asked my friend Rosalind, I was just a customer, and I asked her, what else do you have if this is working so well? And she said, we have a probiotic, a multivitamin, it's something called BioCleanse. And I thought, okay, well, we've tried every probiotic in the books. We've mail ordered, we've gotten them from Whole Foods, we've gotten them from GNC in the vitamin shop, and we've done them on the counter, we've done them in the fridge, and we've done liquid ones, and we've opened them up, and we've done all the things that we've been told to do to get her urinary tract infections under control, and nothing was touching them. So I thought, August of 2013, so 6 years ago, I thought, well, might as well try it, right? If I'm going to buy a probiotic, all these other sources, I might as well buy it from my friends. So I bought Probio 5, BioCleanse, because chronic constipation, right? And X Factor, because Ella was definitely malnourished after coming off of a feeding tube, and really just having poor swallowing skills for so long. Our feeding options were just really limited. I think for years she survived off of Pediasure, which if you know anything about it, it's awful. And I did try making my own. It's not easy. So that was August of 2013. September of 2013, we realized, within 48 hours of these two, she was going to the bathroom on her own. No problems. I might have started her off a little heavy, thinking, golly, we're going to have to really push some stuff through to clean the pipes. Pipes cleaned. And she was, going to the bathroom normally, and everything was working well. We backed off a little bit. Everything was still working really well. Of course, at the same time, giving her the multivitamin, and we're adding it to whatever we were feeding her already. And this is kind of her triplex starting out. We got calls from the urologist asking where were we, because they hadn't seen us in so long. We had no UTIs. At 6 years now on the products, I think we may have had one breakthrough UTI, but I'm actually not sure, because I think we've gone in and her urine has presented cloudy, but getting it back from the labs, there's actually no infections. So she still has a tendency, if we're not pushing fluids through her, to get like a mild infection, but nothing that we have to do antibiotics for. So I do think her gut health was killed on, she'd been on antibiotics since birth, and then prophylaxis for 5 years, which means antibiotics every day at a really low dose to hope to help keep the UTIs away, which didn't help. BioCleanse trumps anything you can buy over the counter or prescription. Benefiber, whatever the other ones are. I keep thinking Metaburn, but that's our product. Metamucil. Nothing touches this duo that we ever found over the counter. And then just multivitamin wise, to have something that heals and just gives her such a great nutrient source. Right now she is on 4 ProBio 5 a day, 2 in the morning, 2 at night. She is on 2 to 3 BioCleanse, just kind of depending on her, how things are flowing. And then 2 to 4 X Factor, kind of again, depending if she's kind of getting snotty, if it's cold and flu season, I tend to up her ProBio 5 and her X Factor. And if anybody at school is sick, if my boys come home sick, which we have 2 typical boys as well. So Ella's 13 now. She started when she was 7. The boys were 5 and 3, 2, but 3 when I started the products. And they've been taking ProBio 5 or chewables or X Factor and some measurement the whole time. Then we came out with Mega X and Vital Biome. Lots of TMI on this video. Mega X, if you say brain health, Plexus distributes it, then we're going to be all in. So Ella gets Mega X in the afternoon. Brain injury kids don't tend to sleep great. So this just ensures that she gets an extra level of good sleep at night. And then Vital Biome, again, way too much information. And she would die if she knew I was telling you all this. But she started her cycle 2 years ago. And we had already started her on Vital Biome. Or we started it when it first came out. And she's never been irregular. She's had a regular cycle for 2 years since she was 11, which is just kind of incredible. So about a year into using the products, I gave it to her in P96 every day. It was our protein shake at the time, and she drank a lot of P96. And now that we have lean, she does, if I'm giving it to her, I give her 1 scoop of chocolate and 1 scoop of vanilla. I just think it tastes better. Plus, I'm not a huge chocolate fan, but she is, and too much chocolate makes me ugh. So I give her 1 of each. She also loves the chocolate mocha vegan, but the amount of nutrients that she gets in 2 scoops of lean, she gets it twice a day, so she's getting a huge meal replacement. And we're actually not replacing a meal. We're really just replacing a snack, but we're doing it with 2 scoops, just so that she gets all of that nutrients. It's good fats. It's good vitamin source. She's probably our healthiest kid out of my 3. Obviously we get to pick her breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then add all of this to it. So it's gone really well. If I could add 1 product to her regimen, if she was able to swallow capsules, so if you have a handicapped child who either is tube fed so they don't have to taste it, or has the ability to swallow capsules, I would put her on Ease in a heartbeat, but I cannot bear to open them up and give them to her orally, because I just think I have to hold my nose and breathe just to swallow them myself. I never go a day without it, but I can't imagine trying to give it to her. So that is Ella's routine, and she takes 1 Vital Biome every morning, and she takes 2 Mega X in the afternoon. I think that's all of her dosage. I think that's why she takes everything. So hopefully I've answered all of your questions. I hope you have a great day. Good luck.